Good morning, friends. We're live on YouTube and Facebook. Here comes Instagram. Let's see. Any second now, we can hit go live on Instagram. There it is. I think that just means that there's a 10-second delay on Instagram. I think that's what that means. Let's get TikTok up. Good morning. I have a confession to make. I am behind on content and I'm perfectly fine with it. Good morning. This is the daily, the morning report from the Working Actor NYC. Today is Friday, June 26th. We made it to the end of another week. We are halfway through the year. Oh my God, I can't even believe that. And we are live on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, and on TikTok. This week, my acting career got in the way of the Working Actor NYC. I haven't published the latest podcast. It is almost a week since since Patrick and I sat down and talked through schmoozing and networking and all of the things that I was able to deal with during the Tribeca Festival. And he, of course, has decades of Hollywood experience. So I really wanted to dig into this whole concept of networking and schmoozing and meeting other creatives socially and whether or not we're supposed to do something with that. And we recorded that episode a week ago and on Saturday of last week. And I haven't published it yet. I did finally get a rough edit finalized last night. And it bothers me that I haven't got that published yet because I, tried to get it published on the Monday, which was 5 days ago now, Benjamin, and it's not done and it's not up. It's not up on YouTube and it's not up on the website. It's not up on the YouTube channel. It's not up on the website. And that bothers me because I care. And I made a commitment that I would, be publishing a podcast every 2 weeks. And I want you to know why. It is not because I'm procrastinating, but this week has been full of other stuff. Some of it personal. Last weekend was my birthday, so there was, please, there was no party, there was no late nights. It was just lots of social interactions that I adore. But it's also been a busy week for Benjamin the actor. I have 2 auditions this week, one for a film and one for a short film. Particularly the short film is very interesting material that I really wanted to give value to because the writing was intelligent and deep and emotionally rich, and I wanted to honor that. The feature film, I still have some work to do. I've recorded half the material, and the reason you'll see my backdrop and my ring light perched on a table over there is because I have still got some more work to do on that today. Unfortunately, I have to go into the city for a medical appointment. It'll give me more time to work on the material as I'm traveling. I've had 3, count them, 3 workshops with casting directors, and one of them was a surprise. I was on the wait list. I wasn't able to sign up for class with Matthew Glasner, but the night before, the afternoon before the workshop, SAG-AFTRA contacted me and asked me if I would be a reader for the class. Now, being a reader is great because you get to read opposite all of the actors who are signed up for the workshop, but you only get to do a scene that you've brought in if there's time, and there wasn't. But Matthew Glasner was a really great workshop coach, and I would strongly encourage and recommend that if you get an opportunity to do some work with Matthew Glasner, go do that because he's smart and funny and helpful and useful and genuinely interested in trying to take something away from the workshop about us. I won't say he's there looking to discover new talent. That's a very dramatic way of putting it, and that sounds like an oversell to me. But I do think he did make notes, which he kept private. It's a classroom, so he kept his notes face down, and then when he wanted to make one, he would turn it over and write something and then put it face down. So, of course, we all want to know what he was writing down, but he was mostly interested in trying to find out what the essence was of the actor that he was looking at, because his whole thing, I've talked about this before, but his whole thing was like, don't show up to workshops with casting directors trying to show your range and your variety and look how many things I can do. He's interested, if you have this one opportunity, if it's a first date with a casting director, show them the thing that you are fantastic at, that you are excellent at, that is aligned with your materials and your essence and where you are undeniable as an actor, so that he can walk away going, I know how to use this actor tomorrow. So that was Matthew Glasner. The other workshops that I had where I had my fourth session with Kim Misha, and again I used that opportunity to make sure that Kim left with my language in her mouth about me. It was a branding opportunity for me, and I wanted to make sure that I used that. So Kim Misha certainly is in touch with my elegant menace, which is my branding for one of my character lanes, my wheelhouse types that I love and adore. And then yesterday morning I had class with Marcy Phillips, who is Vice President of Casting for ABC Entertainment and has been doing this for decades and is an industry legend. And she was very focused and eloquent about the craft of acting and what it requires, what that looks like in a self-tape, and how to elevate your self-tape from making choices for the sake of making choices and making complex, interesting, and surprising choices that showrunners and producers and network executives are going to be looking for when they're casting a series regular. All different takes, all useful information, and a lot of homework on my part. So I've had a lot of lines to learn. I've just had a lot of lines to learn. Good morning. This is the Daily, the morning report from the Working Actor NYC. Let me know what you're working on in your acting career today. This is a conversation. Oh, thank you, Savia. I appreciate the subscribe. I'm here to share real life stories about being a working actor in New York City. I am here to share strategies. I'm here to share what I'm learning. Let me know what you're working on in your acting career so that we can discuss it, talk about it. Let's talk about it. Hey, John Matthews. Hey, Mikey. Thanks for being here. I appreciate your support. So yeah, having all of these workshops, having these auditions, having all of these lines to learn, I got more stuck into my career, right? I am first and foremost an actor. And so today was, this week has been a career week. And the business that I have created, the Working Actor NYC, the coaching, the content, the helping other actors build a sustainable acting career, that business exists to support my career as an actor. So hi, Sophie. Hi, JD39. The content supports the acting. The coaching supports the acting. The workshops support the acting. The acting is still the thing. And that's what I want you to know. I am first and foremost an actor, and everything, and the business that I love and that I am creating exists to support that acting career. And spending time with Marcy Phillips, the vice president of ABC casting, vice president of casting at ABC Entertainment yesterday. She spent hours talking about craft, not quick hacks, not algorithms, not branding, craft. And, it's just that great reminder that eventually you have to act. We do get all of this. It's easy to get bogged down in the business, and the business is important. And unless you spend time working on the business, you don't get to do the craft. But sometimes it's easy to get swallowed up by marketing, branding, visibility, relationships, infrastructure, all of those things that, oh, thanks for the likes. I appreciate it, Mikey. Thank you so much. Welcome. Let me know what you're working on in your acting career so we could talk about it. But it's easy to get caught up in the business of, oh, hi, Tyler. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. It's easy to get caught up in the business side of things and forget about the reason that we started doing this in the first place is because we love acting. We're good at it and we enjoy it. And the class with the workshop that I did yesterday morning with Marcy Phillips, vice president of casting at ABC Entertainment, was a reminder that the craft is the fun part. Len asks, what kept you in acting for the last 25 plus years? An inability to be fantastic at anything else. That's a glib answer. But determination and focus and concentration. I moved continents. You look like accent singer. I'm not sure who that is. Let me know. I moved continents to pursue my acting career. I'm originally from Australia, born and raised. And in my 20s, I moved to America to study for a year. And I won a green card in the green card lottery. And so I'm an immigrant to this country. And I think the fact that I moved continents to pursue this meant that I wasn't going to not pursue it with everything that I had. And that diligence and that focus really helped me, I think, in a lot of ways, because I didn't have family to fall back on. I was constantly making new friends, making new relationships. And so I had to just keep going. I didn't really have another choice. And I found my way. And there were a lot of signposts along the way that I was doing it right. And those are the things, those signposts and the lessons that I learned along the way are exactly what I'm here to share with everybody. Friendly scriptwriter, this coming up school year will be the 4th year I've been doing my High School Musical. That's how I started, y'all. High School Musical, respect, I feel like it was not easy. It wasn't easy. If it were easy, everybody would do it, right? But the other thing about me is that I do get enjoyment from the challenge. Go, friendly scriptwriter, get that solo. Oh my God, doesn't that feel amazing when when you do get the solo, you get the little bit part, and you're like, this is my moment to shine. It feels so good. I know what you're talking about, friendly scriptwriter. But yeah, the thing about me, Len, is that I enjoy challenge. I enjoy learning. I get satisfaction from figuring things out. And boy, is there nothing like moving to a new country and figuring it out. And so that keeps me going today. I will not pretend to be any kind of an expert on social media. But this past year, I made a commitment that I was going to post every single day. And I've stuck to that. And boy, has that been a learning curve that I'm just interested in. It's not like I am just fascinated to keep learning about those things. And thankfully, I'm at a place in my acting career where I can, well, and this is the thing, this is the lesson that I started with when I started today's live. I now have competing priorities in my life. Um, I am at a point in my acting career where I don't have to focus quite so much on the craft of the acting. I have to also spend time in the business side of my acting. I have to spend time in the business side of my coaching career, my coaching business. And I have a life and a home and a family, and I have to spend time with that as well. I have a side hustle. And, I'm a landlord now, and I have to prioritize where to focus my time. And all of those things are meaningful and important to me. But it's a question of prioritizing, because there are seasons, right? Some weeks you're building, some weeks you're publishing, some weeks you're networking. This week, I'm learning lines, you know? And that's okay. That's part of it. It's not bad, wrong, or indifferent. It's just a matter of making time for all the priorities that I have in my life and figuring out which one needs the attention and focus in that moment. So even though I'm behind on my content, that delay is not neglect. Uh, I can't make everything the priority every day. It's just about alignment. Is the thing I'm doing today serving the career I'm trying to build? So learning lines, important. Publishing the podcast, also important. Just not first thing on my list today. Oh, yeah, it's not like I allocate 20 minutes to each part of my career. It's just, I just have to figure out what comes first. Friendly Screenwriter says, I want to start my own studio, make Westerns, like good Westerns, like our grandpas always watch. I respect. It's interesting. I do a lot of work coaching actors, and I make sure I spend time getting to know what it is that they love. I want actors to find work and employment in the parts of the industry that they enjoy. And I have one coaching client who is like, "Oh, I have terrible taste. I love hit 'em up actions." And I'm like, "That's fantastic." Thankfully, that's where this particular client shines. It's so joyful, like when what they love in the industry aligns with what they're great at. And like that intersection, that is happiness. If you are excellent at the thing that you actually enjoy consuming, I think that you're on a golden path to acting success. All right, friends, let's see where we are. All right. I want to thank you for being here. We've got the weekend off, y'all, but I will be right back here on Monday at 8 a.m. Eastern. Come back and join me. Let me know how what you worked on over the weekend. And I will be right back here on Monday morning. Remember, wherever you are in your acting career, you got this. Keep going. And I'll see you on Monday at 8 a.m. Oh my God, this coffee is hitting, y'all. It's good. All right, friends, I'll be right back here on Monday morning, 8 a.m. Eastern.